What's up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thought Experiment Podcast with your host, J40 and Sickly. This is episode 3. Can't believe we're gonna make 3 of these motherfuckers.
I believe it.
No, I believe it too, but I thought, eventually someone's gonna tell us to go fuck off or something, but so far, I mean,
when they
shit.
When they do, we'll have our own fucking little site or something.
Yeah, we'll probably be like, fuck you too then. I'm off.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope we got a lot to talk about today. Quite a few topics that we need to mention.
This episode is also brought to you by Screwball. So they make really bomb ass peanut butter whiskey, and it's just really, really smooth.
It fucking is delicious.
The smoothest.
Again, yeah, it's brought to you. I know it's the 3rd episode and we're still drinking this shit, but it's because it's not like we're gonna leave the fucking bottle here, are we?
Yeah, this is the only day of the week I drink.
Pretty much. Day of the week or weekend.
Yeah.
I'll pour myself a little bit more too.
So cheers to fucking.
We might kill the bottle by today.
We actually might.
Oh. There you go. So Screwball, fucking sponsor us.
Cheers to Screwball.
Oh, that's some good shit. For anybody that hasn't tasted this shit before, this shit tastes just like Nutter Butters. Straight up, and it hardly ever burns on.
Hardly burns.
I fucking love this shit with a passion. But anyways, what do we got to talk about? First of all, the fucking impeachment, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. They're impeaching this motherfucker for a second time.
That's I mean, it's crazy how second time is a record.
I don't know. Well, I got a question for you though. Do you think this one is legit, as in, like, this one's gonna happen, or do you think this one's gonna just get shut down too?
I think this one will get shut down too. I don't really know what to base it on. Maybe the not success of the first one. How it was just like what they call a nothing burger. I heard people refer to things like, "Oh, that was a nothing burger."
I don't know,
but I don't think it's gonna go through. I think the timely manner where they're doing it, just as he's about to leave office.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more of a what do you call it? Like
a final fuck you.
Like, not just a final fuck you, but it's more symbolic than anything.
In what way though?
It's more like, I guess they hate him that much. Like, the system is that anti. They just banned him from Snapchat. I never even knew he had a Snapchat.
I didn't fucking know he had a Snapchat.
They took him off from YouTube. I never watched his YouTube videos.
I never have either. Honestly, the only place I saw his shit was on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, he was really popular on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't even have a Twitter myself.
Yeah.
Although I've been lagging it. I've been lagging to get a fucking Twitter. I know I need to get one. I haven't around Twitter. Dude, I get all my Twitter news from you.
Yeah, I usually come and tell you what's trending on Twitter.
On Twitter, I'll be like, oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. But he was kind of really, really popular on Twitter. That supposedly, I've heard a few people say that Twitter was on the verge of going down, failing and stuff like that. That their stock was very low and whatever.
Because of that?
No, prior to him getting on Twitter, and then he came on Twitter, and it was super popping because people went there to hate on him.
Yeah, they want to go talk some shit.
So he was good for business. Whether you love him or hate him, Trump is good for business.
So why the hell would you go ahead and fucking say fuck you? Peace out.
Maybe they just don't want to deal with the ramifications of people going on there, his supporters and himself. It's a liability, I guess. They see it as, yeah, bro, because I've heard some things about that whole Section 230, the thing that protects big tech companies. And, people are like, oh, remove it. Even me, sometimes I'm like, man, why don't they just remove Section 230
What exactly is it?
Section 230 allows these companies, big tech companies, to basically say, hey, man, we're not publishing things. Or no, that it's kind of like saying, hey, dude, I'm just an outlet for people.
Yeah,
We're not over here doing shit ourselves, posting things, defaming people. We're just a host. We just host this.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to remove Section 230, that protection, basically they have to moderate way more, because it's kind of like, okay, well, whatever your users post, we're gonna take it as you're doing it yourself.
Is that a good thing though?
I don't know how much of a good thing it is, because if they were to remove that, then these corporations would be like, well, dude, well, they'll delete a lot more user accounts. There'll be a lot more, like, tough on people. Like, they won't allow, like, little fuck-ass shit. Like, it'll be one strike, you're out. Because now I'm liable for anything you might say.
But even then, like, don't you think that's kind of fucked up? The way I see it is because of the whole First Amendment, you know, free speech. You know, it's like, I would think let's say me being big tech or whatever, I would want to be able to let whichever one of my users say whatever the fuck they want, as long as it's not a call to violence or like some extremely foul shit, you know? So it's like, it kind of sucks, dude. Like, I feel like maybe then that's a good thing if that's the case, but at the same time, they're still fucking banning people for the slightest shit. At least there, that'll even the playing field where it's just like, hey, people from both sides are gonna probably be getting banned, huh?
Yeah.
But I honestly wouldn't be cool with that. I'd be like, fuck that, for what?
You see, freedom of speech, man, that amendment protects you from the government.
Yeah.
But time and time again, people raise the point that it's not geared towards private corporations. Like, if you're in my, I guess, building or whatever, you can't just pop off however you want. I, as the establishment, have the right to say, you know what, this dude sickly is popping his mouth up in the lobby, we'll just give him his money back and kick him out. Whereas the government, no matter what you say, I guess the government can't come for you. You can't be jailed for something you say.
And even then, I think for companies, I don't think companies should be getting screwed for whatever their employees are saying.
But that's what Section 230 is. That's the little shield. So these can operate, these big tech companies can operate and say, look, man, we're just a host. But the minute, rightfully, like in an ideal world, the minute anybody,
see, that's when you're calling yourself a host. These guys ain't really being a host. Because here they are fact-checking people, here they are doing all this dumb shit.
One argument is that they're doing.
So it's like, I don't really see them as hosts. If they're really hosts, they'd be like, hey, fuck it, you guys go wild. But all we're making sure is you guys don't do any calls to violence or some other dumb shit.
One argument is that they're doing it to censor people because they're evil. That's one point of view. The other point of view is they're censoring people for liability purposes. I think that's why they started fact-checking people. Worst case scenario, they're really evil and they really want to destroy conservative views.
I don't think anybody should be banned unless they really put some real, foul shit.
I think cost of violence, harassment.
Harassment to what extent, though?
Harassment to where somebody wants to be left alone. You know they want to be left alone, but you're
people say that they get harassed just because some dude messages you once.
That's not harassment.
And then you reply, and then he messages you again. And you don't reply, and he messages you one more time, and you say, oh no, he's harassing me.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound like harassment.
So it's like, yeah, even then it's like, no, it's not harassment.
Harassment sounds like you're fucking coming for somebody when they want to be left alone.
Yeah, where you're just like, bro, I already told you to leave me the fuck alone. I've told you like 4 fucking times, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And you're still coming back, dude, like, leave me alone.
Yeah, people calling for like death and shit like that, doxing people, doxing is another one.
Yeah, see, I think if people are getting doxed, fuck yeah, dude. Ban the shit out of them. Yeah. But other than that, I don't see why people should be having to be banned or be held liable for whatever their fans say. It's like, why should we be held liable for whatever views our fans might have that are different from ours? Why? It's like if we told the motherfuckers, hey, think this way, or hey, it's okay for you guys to think this way. No, not at all. I wouldn't like it if YouTube decided to say, hey, you know what, you guys are out. Why? Because your fucking one of your comments by one of your fans said anti-Semitic remark. Well, shit. How the fuck are we supposed to control this fool?
Right. That's that time that they wanted to control censored comments or to have like content creators censor their own comments. That was stupid, but that was just their way of saying like, you know what, probably who knows how many lawsuits or potential lawsuits they were being hit with.
Who knows?
That they were like, dude, how can we do this? Fuck it, let's just tell the fucking content creators to like censor their own things.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I think about someone that has thousands of videos on their platform. So you really think?
Imagine you get fucking like a strike for your like second to oldest video.
Yeah, you're like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
I was in high school when I made this shit. I'm 30.
Who the hell even looked at this?
Yeah.
But even then, I know even I'm guilty of going like through some of my favorite YouTubers. I'll even go to their oldest videos, see what their first videos were. So even I'm guilty of that, doing that shit. Or even I've caught myself like commenting on an old ass fucking video, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It'd be a trip. But then again, who knows? He might get banned like Parler did.
Yeah.
Because Parler was a trip, and I didn't know about Parler till you told me.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear? Tim Pool, right? Timcast?
It might have been Tim Pool. It might have been. No, I think it was Owen Benjamin. A stream of his that I saw where he was talking about D Live, Parler, shit like that. And then we talked about it.
Yeah. So basically, they got shut down because of the servers, right?
They were getting their servers or cloud service from Amazon, and Amazon, I guess, colluded with all those other big tech companies. Said, hey, it's all fucking axe partner, which sucks. But if there's one lesson to be learned, it's look. Let's hear from somebody, but at this point, it's really hard to make an argument that conservatives aren't being censored online.
I think they are, yeah.
I would love to find a good, like, well-worded, logical argument to be like, look, where you guys, this is just perception-based.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are looking at it wrong. Everything can be, whatever. But they'll just say, oh, white supremacists, ban them all.
Yeah, dude.
That's too broad of a paintbrush.
Yeah.
But if there's a lesson to be learned, it's self-sustainability.
Yeah, I agree.
To where can you guys like come together and maybe say, look, we're not wanted over there. Let's make our own server, I don't know, deals or whatever.
Yeah, do something different.
To where you don't depend on left-leaning like radical or even left-leaning like
companies.
views. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we gotta worry about that shit either. Hey, you go from a guy, you go get your service from a company that doesn't really give a shit as long as you're paying them.
But if there's one thing I would advise Republicans, conservatives to distance themselves from their own radicals too. Just to look like the left has radicals.
Oh, the right. You're talking about the right.
Yeah, the right.
Okay.
Right has their own.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, from both sides, both sides are fucked.
Yeah.
Both sides are fucked. There's too many people that are off on both fucking sides. And it's like, even then, it's not even, like, on the right, it's not really just white supremacists, fool. There's some fucking dumb motherfuckers out there that are doing some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
They aren't even white supremacists. Some of them could be even Latinos or, blacks. And you're like, what the fuck? Really did that fucking dumb shit? It's a trip.
Yeah.
It trips you out. So it's just like, I think from both sides, it's like, they gotta either chill the fuck out or, fuck, dude. Who knows? Because we're gonna be fucked.
We're gonna be fucked if you just kick people off what's referred to as the commons, which is like the town square back in the day, where everybody gathered, exchanged their fucking like, oh, how was your Sunday? Oh, okay, whatever. If you kick off one fucking side of the political spectrum, then all you have is what they call a fucking echo chamber.
Yeah.
But your ideas aren't being challenged, so you just assume like, oh, we're on the right track.
Yeah, exactly. And it sucks because nowadays, dude, you can't go ahead and have different views to somebody because right away, fool, they label you differently or they don't even want to fuck with you, dude.
Yeah.
Like they want to go ahead and like, although even I'm guilty of it where I don't like admitting when I'm wrong. I'm fucking as guilty as shit. But at least me, I'm the type that can at least have a conversation with somebody and talk it out, even if we're talking shit. But I'm not going to go ahead and be like, well, because your views are different from me, I'm not going to talk to you. No, dude. I mean, you know me. I'm not like that.
Right.
I'll be like, hey, well, fuck you and your views, but I'll still kick it with you. I'm still cool with you. We'll still kick it. But there's so many people out there that have ended relationships, family, or even with friends.
Imagine couples probably.
Probably even couples because of dumb shit like that.
Marriage has got to be the saddest one.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, you're telling me you can't be friends with whoever, maybe somebody you grew up with, just because this food, either his political or social views are completely different from yours. How? It's almost how it was back then. Back then, it was like taboo to kick it with an atheist. It's like, oh, if you kicked it with an atheist, how can you kick it with this? He doesn't believe in God. Fuck him. You know? And now atheists are more accepted, where they're just like, oh, you're an atheist? Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Right. And that's where we're leaning to now. Now, if it's either you're right wing or left wing, they don't really want to fuck with you. Either one. And I think it's ridiculous, dude. Like, I couldn't imagine, but then again, who knows? I can't imagine one of my family members telling me, hey, you know what? I'm not kicking it with you. And I'll be like, aside from the fact we hardly see each other, I'll be like, why? Because I know what your political views are, and I don't fuck with them. Honestly, I'll be like, damn, dude, I didn't know you were such a raging bitch. Hey, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I'll be kind of bummed because I'll be like, damn, I can't believe that it's gone to the point where we're ending relationships over political views or social views.
Yeah.
What does it matter? You know, we live in a society now that's not in the Stone Age anymore. We're not stoning people to death anymore. We're not fucking hanging people by the neck anymore like they used to, you know?
Or their toes.
Or their toes. You know, fucking ripping them off their sockets and falling in their mouths. We've, the way I see it, we already developed to a place where now we're better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're
more civil, but yet we're going ass backwards. It's like, remember, I think it was a shirt you had, right? Where it was the evolutionary scale, and then there was some dude in a suit turned back and he says, "Go back, we fucked everything up."
It wasn't a man in a suit. It was just like a upright man.
But it was
a shirt. It was just a post that I found, like, I think on Tumblr way back in the day.
That shit was hilarious.
I loved it.
That's where we're going, bro.
Yeah.
We're going ass backwards.
Go back, we fucked up everything.
It's like, cause dude, really, we can't have a civil conversation anymore.
Yeah, shit gets
and it sucks.
Weird with not with everybody, but with certain people that just gotta fucking clean their fucking. It's like they had their voter little pamphlet and clean it to their chest.
And it's like, dude, like the way I see it, hey, bro, if you fucking believe in what you believe in, I'm fine with that, bro. I'm still gonna fucking, fuck with you the same. But I want you to at least accept my point of view and my political and social views, and just leave it at that. Don't try to change me. I'm not gonna try to change you, and I'll have fun having our little debates. I'll enjoy them.
Yeah.
But fuck, dude, I don't know where the fuck we're going with this shit now.
Yeah, opposition sharpens your points of views way better than just someone just like kissing your ass and saying, "Yeah, you're right. You're always right." It's not as good as somebody challenging your view.
I agree.
And making you come up with something better.
Yeah, where you're just like, "Fuck, this dude was right."
Yeah, you got me that. You
got me. Hey, kudos to you, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I'm losing hope. I kind of don't want to, but at the same time, I'm losing hope because I've seen it firsthand where people don't want to talk to you or don't want to fuck with you because of that. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did anytime soon.
Yeah. I can see why people are losing hope, but I feel like that's also one of the reasons why we started. Well, one of my intentions was to start this was instead of just bitching and complaining about it, was to kind of like put ideas out there too.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
like I speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure you could agree. It's like, dude, I encourage open conversations, bro. Where it's just like, because even then, you and I, although we could fucking talk amazingly together when it comes here, even here on the podcast where we can talk cool, you and I conflict on just about 80% of the shit we talk about.
Yeah.
You and I are complete opposites. There's only like a couple things where you and I always agree on. We're like, all right, cool. We could agree on this. We're fucking freedom-loving patriots.
Yeah.
But aside from that, bro, we fucking argue just about everything. Even the food we fucking eat, we argue about it.
Yeah. And some arguments are stupid.
Fucking ridiculous. But even then, after all those pointless, dumbass arguments where we've even had those arguments keep on going for days, we've still been able to remain friends since fucking kindergarten, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like both of us have matured enough to where we can say, hey, I know he's a hard-headed fuck, and I know I'm a hard-headed fuck, so I'm not going to let this shit go over my head.
Yeah.
And I think that's how everybody should be. Yeah, argue with your friends and your significant others and your family, but just don't let it get to the point where, oh, I can't kick it with them.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It shouldn't be that way. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Crazy stuff, man.
It is.
So how do you feel about the rumors of like gun reform that might come with this next presidential, like, you know?
Bro, I think it's
term?
fucking garbage. I think it's a joke how they already tried implementing over 5 different bills for gun reform before the fucking new president has even been sworn in. I think it's stupid.
5 different bills?
5 different bills, bro.
Who's tried
They're
to
fucking
implement them?
Fucking a lot of them have been Democrats. Like one of them is to increase funding to the ATF, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and it's like I would get it if the ATF did their job, but they don't. What the ATF always tries to do is they try to make laws, which is like, no, dude, you're a government agency. All you're supposed to do is enforce the laws that are already made by the government,
right,
and not make new fucking laws.
Right.
Fucking jackass. And it's like they're doing that. They're trying to make fucking bullshit where now you have to do waiting periods for ammunition. Really? And it's like a lot of people that are for gun control don't understand the simple fact. And the way I see it, I don't think they understand for the simple fact they probably haven't even been either raised around guns or raised around neighborhoods with high crime. Because you and I have been raised in a fucked up ass neighborhood when we were first growing up. And how many criminals that were growing up with us own guns that they got illegally?
Yeah.
So how is it that gun reform, and in the state where gun reform is crazy already as it is, how is it those guys are still able to get guns? They didn't respect the gun laws.
Black market.
Exactly. So you're telling me you're going to go ahead and put a 7-day waiting period to buy ammunition and guns for law-abiding citizens when the criminal isn't even going to pay attention to that. They're going to be like, hey, well, I already got a plug that's going to sell me fucking 800 rounds for cheap. And I don't got to wait. I'm going to go pick it up tonight. While us, how we're abiding by the law, paying taxes, you know, doing everything we got to do to make sure we're never put in jail or doing our best not to break the law, we got to suffer for it. How is that fair? Where's the fairness there? How are you going to go ahead and say that you're doing it to prevent more gun violence? Well, that's not the case.
Right.
You know, people think like, oh, if we get rid of the guns, there's no more killing. Bullshit. What happened to England? They got rid of guns, and what happened then? People started killing each other with kitchen knives. So it's like, even if you ban kitchen knives, everybody's gonna find some way to kill themselves. They're either gonna do it with their bare fucking hands, they're gonna do it with a baseball bat. What are you gonna do? Ban baseball bats? Ban cricket bats? Like, let's be legit. Like, you really want to ban something, but look how it worked out for drugs. For how long were drugs banned? And yet people still got them. What happened to the opioid crisis? What happened to when people were so addicted to crack back then in the 90s, in the 80s? And they were illegal, yet everybody was on it. So you're really telling me that gun control would work? I personally don't think so. Because if it's either going to make it easier for criminals to get guns, or it's going to make their everyday citizens become criminals. Because they're going to be like, fuck this, dude, I'm not going to be following these stupid ass rules, because I need to protect what's mine. You know, and a lot of people mount up to, oh, there's 40, 80,000 deaths a year from gun violence. Dude, we're the only fucking country in the world that considers suicide by gun violence death.
It's not?
It's not. Every other country that gets a suicide by gun, it's not considered a violent crime. How is it? I know you could be violent toward yourself, but it's not considered a gun violent crime in any other country. It's just considered death, a suicide. It'd be different if you murdered people, then committed suicide, then alright, yeah.
Yeah, like murder-suicide.
So it's like, from then on, that already accounts, I think it was like 30-something thousand deaths it accounts for. So then from there, I think it's 60% of those whatever's left from those 30,000 is from gang violence. And then from whatever's left of that, I think like the rest of it is accidental shooting. Where people, you know, kids get the gun and they shoot, or somebody's cleaning their firearm and they shoot themselves.
So it's death by despair, gang violence, and kids shooting people?
Not kids, but just accidental shooting. Either you're cleaning your gun and it goes off or whatever. Accidental death. But
so the main murders are just gangs?
Yeah, pretty much.
That doesn't sound...
It does. Where you're just like, really, dude? You're really gonna go ahead and say that? And this, these numbers include those mass shootings. Look it up.
What about murders? Like murders, no gang ties, just killings.
I think that probably falls under with. Obviously, it might not be gang violence, but I think it falls under with those numbers.
But under what category?
I don't know what category. But it's like, if you actually look at it, gun violence crime isn't as high as people expect it to be. And then not just that. If you go through the years, crime has actually been going down significantly through the years.
Yeah.
So you're really gonna throw everything on guns? It's not true. Not at all. And I think personally, the biggest people out there that should be pissed about gun reform and that should be actually getting mad about this shit and doing some shit are women. Because when you think about it, I don't think there's any woman out there that wants to feel vulnerable when they're by themselves or even when they're with their kids, you know? And how safe would you feel being able to carry a firearm with you? Even if it were a fucking shotgun or something. Although, commonly, if you're out in the street with your kids, you know, or by yourself, you'll be carrying a handgun. It's well concealable. And it's like, that's like a very, very defining factor when it comes to you getting assaulted by somebody or your kid getting assaulted by somebody. I don't think anybody in their right mind is going to attempt, but then again, there's those weirdos, is going to attempt to either physically attack or rape a woman who has a .38 on her hip. And I'm pretty sure those women are going to be feeling way more comfortable walking down the streets in the middle of the night because they have a means to defend themselves. Because not all women out there have a big, strong man, or even a man, period, that can make them feel safe. At least with a handgun or a weapon at home, they feel safe. People leave out about the countless women out there, single women, that have defended their homes against criminals that have tried to do home invasions. Dude, last year there was a woman that blasted some dudes with a shotgun because they broke into her house with her kids inside. And you're telling me the government wants to take away that right for her to defend her kids? Like, I think it's ridiculous. I think people should be really mad as women. If I were a woman, I'd be pissed. Because let's say you even took martial arts classes. You really think a 5'0" woman, 120 pounds, would be able to take me on?
Maybe.
You think so? By
Maybe.
what? Kicking me in the nuts?
Maybe.
What if I wore a cup? My big ass. The bear gun, that's a wrap, right?
If she's highly skilled, she could probably.
But not every woman's gonna be highly skilled, right? You really think you really think every woman out there is gonna go be like, okay, I gotta go be a mixed martial artist?
Well, I mean, you're the one that said that she knows martial arts.
Yeah, I didn't say she was a professional, but I said she was skilled in martial arts. You really think she'll be able to take me? 5'0"? We're talking about something that's like this. You know? And like, not everybody has the privilege to be able to do that. You know, train in martial arts or even boxing for that matter. They got a job, they got kids, they're single mothers. So I think that's the it factor. Get a gun. Get a gun.
How difficult is it to get? Is it a gun license?
It's a firearm safety card.
Firearm safety card.
Well, at least here in California it is.
How in depth is the safety course?
It's basically you got to take, and this is just to buy a gun. You basically got to take a questionnaire. It's basically, I think it's like 25 or 35 questions. I forgot. But you take it. It's multiple choice, and then after you pass it, and you're basically eligible to buy a gun. But it's not that easy. You got to go to wherever you're gonna go buy your gun, and then you got to do a background check. And if you don't pass the background check, then you're screwed. You're not gonna get a gun.
But no. I'm not talking about the background check. That little safety.
Well, the firearm safety certificate. Yeah, it's easy. You get it like in, depending how difficult it is to take the test. But even then, that doesn't necessarily make you eligible to buy a gun. Like you could buy the gun, go buy it, but if you fail the background check, you're not getting shit.
What are reasons to fail the background check? Crime, no?
Like, even up to a misdemeanor, bro. You get a misdemeanor, and you're not eligible to get one. If you've been in a mental institution, you're not eligible to get one.
You think they should?
I don't think they should. Not at all. I feel like if someone's not mentally fit or mentally unstable in any way, I don't think you should get a gun. Not at all. You know? Or it's like, but I'm not too sure on this one, but I don't know if it goes as far as if you're diagnosed with it. Because from what I know, it's if you've been into a mental institution.
Right.
That's where they say, nah, bro, you've already been in a psych ward, you're not getting one. But because of the whole doctor-patient confidentiality, I'm not sure if when you're diagnosed, it goes into basically, your record or whatever when they do your background check. I'm not too sure. I honestly can't tell you.
What do you think it's easier? A driving exam written and behind the wheel, or that safety course to get again?
The driving test, the written driving test, or actually driving behind the wheel?
Both. I guess both. Like both of these two together, as opposed to the.
It's hard to say, honestly.
What was easier for you?
I would say my driving test was easier.
It was easier.
Because that's the thing. I didn't grow up with guns. So I had to learn that thing as I went. As I grew older, as my interest grew for guns, I had to, learn and, basically teach myself, because I didn't have anybody telling me, like, oh, this is how you handle firearms. Not that I handled firearms, but, well, I mean, I kind of did, but that was, with the homies. But it was like that. It wasn't, I never had anybody, and even then, like, when I look back at it, it was stupid of me to do that. I think I should have had somebody that was responsible enough to properly show me how to fucking handle a gun. Back then when I was growing up with the homies, they never told me, like, hey, bro, treat every firearm like if it's loaded.
Never pointed at somebody.
Fucking play Russian roulette, dude. Some fucking idiots that never only pointed at something you mean to hit. Like, I never got taught that when I was fucking around with the homies, ever. And it's like, as I got into it, I started, doing my school, like schooling myself and trying to learn more. YouTube helped a lot, and Google helped a lot. That's when I learned more. Like, okay, these are the do's and don'ts. Always be aware of what you're shooting at and what's beyond it. Shit like that. So, that's why I found it harder than getting my driver's license. But now, when I say now it's easy, bro. But it's because now I already know what you know.
Right.
I'm more educated with firearms, and I got more experience with firearms.
I think they should make it like the DMV for cars.
What do you mean?
Like, you should have a written test and like a safety on hands.
Well, they do that. They do that safety on hand training when you buy your gun. So when you buy your firearm, they basically tell you, like, okay, this is how you load it. Boom, magazine. Take out the magazine. You gotta make sure you clear the gun before, after you take out the magazine. This is how you clear your gun, make sure there's no ammo in there, no bullet, no round in there. Alright, they give you a dummy round. For anybody that doesn't know what a dummy round, it's a fake bullet. They give you the dummy round. Alright, this is how you put it into the magazine, put it in, plug the slide back. Okay, take out the magazine, plug the slide back again to eject the round. Alright, put it down. Oh, this is how you lock your slide back. So they make you do that once you buy the gun and you receive the gun and do the whole 10-day wearing period. And even then, I haven't done it. Like, it hasn't happened to me. But I hear that if they see that you can't handle your gun properly, that they don't give it to you. Supposedly. I haven't seen it for myself, though, so I can't entirely say that's for sure.
I think it should be like that.
But they do that.
Some people might not like hearing this, but I don't think that's excessive. The same way a car can be dangerous, you can get drunk behind the wheel,
right? Kill people. Yeah.
A gun is the same way. Yes, it is written in the Constitution. I'm glad it is.
Yeah, it's a God-given
right. But in modern times, we need to get with the fucking times and not just. It's not like just handing musket to your fucking little 13-year-old boy.
See, but even then, dude, there was back in the days, there was kids giving guns at 13 years old. but they were taught properly. Dude, there were schools back then that showed you how to fucking work with a gun in high school. So it's like, I honestly think they should bring that back. You know, it doesn't have to be a gun with live ammunition like they used to. Dude, it could be a regular gun with dummy rounds. Where it could be like, hey, we want to show you guys gun safety because if you guys want to become avid hunters, or even then, if you don't want to get into hunting, even then, when it comes into a situation where you yourself purchase a firearm when you're older, or something, an emergency situation, you know how to handle a firearm properly, and you know the safety procedures when it comes to handling a firearm.
That sounds like something real cool that private schools would do.
Exactly, because a lot and I agree that I think parents should also do that. Like, if you have a gun in your house, bro, you gotta make sure you let the kids know, hey, because a lot of people say, oh no, you shouldn't let the kid know because then the kid wants to go get it. Like, no, not at all. I'm pretty sure if you show your kid, hey, we have a firearm in the house, and we're letting you know this shit's not a toy. We could go out there and use it recreationally, and then you show your kid how to use it. Dude, all that curiosity is going to go away. Why? Because they're going to see the gun, they're going to be like, I know what it is. I know what it is, I know what it does, and I've used it before. So I know it's not a toy. And I feel like that would prevent a lot more accidents. Because there's so many kids out there, and it's happened, I'm not going to lie, it happened in my household. Where unfortunately, when we were kids, you know, one of us found a loaded gun that wasn't supposed to be there. It didn't even belong to my parents, you know, some fucking jackass left the gun there. And we were not curious enough to be like, oh my god, it's a gun. Because we were always taught, like, hey, just don't bother with guns. And if, let's say we were super curious, dude, we would have shot somebody or we would have shot ourselves. You know? But if, the way I see it, if my parents would have taught us, like, hey, these are guns, this is how you use them, these shits ain't toys, don't ever treat them like toys, I'm pretty sure if we're in that situation, we'd probably be like, okay, I'm not supposed to touch that. I know I don't have to touch that. I'll just tell my mom or dad, hey, you know, there's a gun there.
Yeah, but there's parents that don't know that shit themselves.
I agree.
And then there's parents that are against it.
I agree.
So if they're against it, odds are they're not going to teach their kids about it.
No, but I'm saying for parents out there that have guns. Parents out there that have guns or want to have guns, I think you should teach your kids.
You definitely should.
I think
part of your life.
Yeah.
Pass that down to your
no, obviously someone that doesn't like guns or isn't interested. No, obviously, why are you gonna do that? You know what I mean? And it's like, but I'm talking about the people that have guns in their homes or think about getting guns in their homes. I think you should really have your kids involved as well, where you gotta let them know, hey, these guns aren't toys, and you're not gonna be using them as toys. These are only for either emergency situations or when we go recreational to the shooting range. If you guys want to go, I'll take you guys. I'll show you how to handle it properly. I'll show you how to handle it safely. And dude, I'm pretty sure so many of those kids out there won't be curious to be like, oh, I want to go get that gun. Or I want to go get dad's gun. Or I want to go get mom's gun. I feel like it'll prevent a lot of them. Not all, but it'll prevent a lot of one of those accidental discharges.
Yeah. I feel like some of the stuff we've been talking in the first couple of episodes, we would come off as we lean very, like, definitely pro-freedom.
Yeah.
I definitely lean pro-freedom. I definitely, I respect both, like, you know, liberal or conservative views. You would, too.
Yeah. Definitely.
There's one thing that I did see that did get me frustrated, and it reminds me that, yeah, to when you agree that people should have freedom, for me, sometimes I sigh because it's like, yeah, and agreeing that we should all have freedoms, that also includes that some people think they should have the freedom to be like complete selfish,
retards,
insensitive, like, yeah, jerks. Like, I saw a video that I was like, fuck it. It was so disappointing to see because it was like this woman just filming her point of view, and she's trying to get into a supermarket. And the manager's coming out saying, like, ma'am, can you just please wear a mask? She's going like, what? It's a hoax? Or I think she was saying something like, oh, it's a hoax. I have the right to shop. She goes, yes, you do have the right to shop. But you see how everybody coming in the store wearing masks?
Just wear it.
They may not like it either, but just wear it. She's like trying to like get past the guy, like basically trying to like get out.
Force her way in.
Yeah, and he's like, ma'am.
Straight up Capitol Hill style.
Yeah, like he's like, man, like you could tell the guy's like, what a stupid bitch. Like, can you just like not, like, let's not make a fucking scene.
Yeah.
Just wear the mask. It's not like they're fucking bringing out the declaration, the actual declaration, and burning it in front of everybody. It helps slow the spread.
Yeah.
I guess. Yes, in the grand scheme of things, we fucked it way beyond measure, so it's a little redundant to ask people to wear masks.
Yeah.
But let's just wear masks. You might help not spread it to somebody that might die.
Possibly.
You might save a life. You might not. You might.
Possibly, but even then, numbers are growing like a son of a bitch. It's like it's already getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
But even then, I would still want to be courteous enough to wear a mask, dude. Like even me, like I wouldn't like to wear a mask, but I'd wear the fucking mask. What's the big deal about just having something over your fucking face?
Yeah.
I don't see the big whoop about it.
It'd be way different, and I wouldn't stand for like people, police or fucking government agents coming to your house and making sure you have it on.
Yeah, that's where I'll be like, fuck
that's
you.
something creepy. That's like the most. That's.
But
more,
the way.
That's dystopian.
What you're saying is almost like a consideration.
Yes, there you go.
Like be considerate, bro, of others, because although you might not believe in the coronavirus, or you probably already got it, like myself, I already got it. There's no need for me to wear a fucking mask if I already got it.
Right.
I'd still be courteous enough to be like, dude, it doesn't bug me in the slightest to wear a fucking mask. So me personally, I wear the fucking mask. I'm not gonna go ahead and act stupid unless I'm at my house. If I'm outside my house watering my lawn, I'm not gonna fucking wear a goddamn mask. I'm outside my goddamn house.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to the store, bro, I'm gonna wear a mask. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't get it why people make such a big fuss about it.
Annoyingly so.
Annoying.
They compare it to like, oh, you're trying to strip my freedoms.
No,
dude, you're the one going inside that store.
Yeah.
Step out the store and they don't give a shit if you want to get your mask.
You could fucking shove that mask up your ass if you wanted to. Put it all up in the pooper.
Like that shit it's just fucking. I get like secondhand like embarrassment from watching stupid ass people like, what about my freedom?
See,
like, dude, you're the one trying to go inside the store.
See, but it's not even and right now the case is masks. But even then, dude, even when it comes to that, it's not entirely always masks. Like, dude, there's fucking people out there that bitch because I don't know. Have you ever been to Costco?
Yeah, like 3 times in my life.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know if they still do it because I lost my fucking membership since I used my dad's membership. Anyways, back then they used to give you like their fucking leftover boxes. They'll put their shit in the leftover boxes instead of giving you bags. They'll put in the leftover boxes. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think other other stores do that shit. Other supermarkets and other like maybe like Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree do that shit. Dude, I guess now obviously to prevent the spread, they're not letting you take those boxes home. Like let's say you want to take the pack of cup of noodles, the 16 pack or whatever, and you only take half of it and you're just throwing the rest of your shit in there. Like, dude, people make a big fuss because management tells them, hey, you know what, you can't take the box. You know, I apologize for the inconvenience, but you know, we just want to be on the safe side. We're not allowing customers to take the box. And fools are actually flipping about shit like that. And you're like, really, bro? What's so fucking hard about bringing your own goddamn bag from your house or buying one? They're 10 fucking cents. You just wasted $80 on dumbass snacks. You can't waste 10 more cents on a bag? And it's like, it's not just masks, bro. I've been seeing shit like that where it's like, it's getting ridiculous over the stupidest little things. Where you're like, really, bro? You're really gonna bitch about it?
Yeah.
You're really gonna bitch about because this fool, the manager told you not to put a mask, not to take the box for safety reasons, or because it's new store policy. You're really gonna bitch? Like, how ridiculous do you look? Like, I want to know what goes on in their brain while they're trying to make the argument of why they should either wear a mask or take a box. I want to know what's going on in their brain.
I think that's, yeah.
Where it's just like, what fucking movie is playing in their mind where they're thinking, if I tell them this, I got him.
Yeah.
And then you try it, and they're like, no. And they're panicking inside their brain, fuck, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, or like they think that they're gonna be made a fucking like a statue after them in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Like, dude, I yanked the box from management's fucking hands.
They're gonna have a statue with a box in there.
With a musket.
With a Nissan cup of noodles on it.
Yeah, with a musket made of bronze. Like, dude. But that's just something I realized, man. Like, not just because they're yelling in favor of fucking things like freedom or whatever means that they're making a good.
But
like,
it's not necessarily,
call.
Violation of freedom. It's, just being considerate.
Yeah.
Like you said.
No, but I'm saying some people might call it, oh, I had the freedom to be a dick.
Which you do. You do got the freedom to be a dick. I'm all for that. But if a store has its policies, then that's where your freedom to be a dick is fucked. You know?
Like, go be a dick at home, basically.
Go be a dick at home. Why? Because stores nowadays have the right to refuse service to anyone.
Yeah.
Just as you have the freedom to shop at anywhere you want, that store has the freedom to serve whoever the fuck they want. Where they could say, hey, you know what? We're not going to serve you. Why? Because I'm exercising my freedom? No, because you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So fuck on.
Yeah, so long as they don't discriminate based on religion, race,
yeah,
sexual orientation, shit like that. Reasonable shit.
Reasonable shit.
Yeah.
But people are fucking ridiculous now.
Like, one thing I noticed, but again, it just goes to like, yeah, you know what? When you're in favor of freedom, you're in favor of these things. Personally, when I sit down and think about it, I'm pro-gun. I'm pro-gun.
Although, I need to know when the fuck you're gonna buy yourself a gun.
It's just a monetary issue. Like, I have the money right now. Actually, we could go to what's it called? Turner's. Shout out to Turner's. They got pretty decent gun prices. We could go and I could drop that money and get a gun. Yeah, but it's just, I guess I'm just trying to build my credit. You know, just financial decisions.
No, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it took me years to get my first gun. You know that.
Hey, now how many do you have? Tell the people how many you have.
Well, I got too many.
How many? Like 6?
No, there's never too many. There's never too many.
That was actually what I was about to say. By agreeing that people should have the freedom to buy guns, I personally think it's fucking stupid when I find out about a guy that has like 80. I'm just
they're collectionists, bro.
I'm like, yeah.
I honestly want to rack up to that.
Standing for freedom, I stand for this guy too.
Like, I wanna reach a gun collection.
This guy does not have 80 arms.
I wanna do that. I wanna be able to have like 200 of them.
I heard about Jay Leno. He has like, I think 2 fucking like underground basements full of like sports cars.
Hey, good for him, man.
My freedom side says, dope.
Right on, man.
My fucking the side that just thinks of like logistics and.
Hey, bro, you're probably never gonna get tired of riding each one of these, bro. You're probably never gonna touch one of these.
Yeah. In
the course of whatever life you got left. I mean, that's how I am. Like, me, dude, I want to keep on going. I want to be able to have like 100 guns. But obviously, you know how, like, there's some people that get the same exact gun, and they just get it, like, they get it configured in 50 different ways, a whole bunch of times. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to get, you know, like some old ass guns, like some antique guns, you know, shit like that.
I come around and I understand it because there's a lot of fun in collecting.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna talk my shit, I might as well say the same thing about the people that collect shoes.
Oh my god, see?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And I talk shit on it, fool, even though it makes me look like a hypocrite because I spend money on guns, but even then, at least I try to make the argument, although some people want to be like, that's a dumbass argument, sickly. I at least try to make the argument like, hey, well, when shit hits the fan, I can defend myself with my gun. What are you going to do? Throw your Jordan at him? What are you going to do?
How do you wear your guns on your feet?
I already got shoes, though.
Batman slippers?
No, I don't got my Batman slippers anymore. I throw shit away. I got regular slippers, but I also got shoes.
Yeah.
So, see, that's the argument I try to make at least. It's just like, yeah, whatever, bro. I guess we do spend money on frivolous things, but my frivolous thing could save my fucking life if I needed to.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, bro? Fucking throw your shoe at him? Hit him with the fucking sole of the shoe? Come on. Be fucking for real. And that's where I say, hey, if you're a collector, bro, of expensive ass shit, get yourself a gun, bro. You don't want nobody running to your house and jacking your shit.
Yeah, I stand by gun culture. I stand by it, man. You know?
You gotta get yourself a gun.
I will.
You need to.
I will.
Especially now, I'm telling you, like, now's the chance to get it, fool, because those gun bills pass, fool, good luck getting yourself a gun. You're gonna be screwed.
I think you'll agree with me when I say that, you know what? It was a weird year last year. A weird election. Weird accusations of, like, you know, all that stuff that might have happened.
Uh-huh.
But let's hope that Biden does good.
Yeah, dude. I
His
mean,
administration.
like, I'm not, like, although I don't support Biden or whatever, I think he's a fucking jackass just like Kamala dumbass Harris. I don't wish death on the motherfucker either.
Well, I was asking about that.
No, because you know how there's some people that do that dude, they're wishing this would have failed.
Nah, I don't want that.
And they're wishing this would have fucking basically, you know. Although I don't like the motherfucker. I don't fuck with him. I would have rather had Joe Jorgensen fucking win, beat Trump, because at least her views aren't super left and they're not super right either. She was actually running as an independent. I would have rather had Joe Jorgensen win than fucking Biden. Honestly. Like, if Trump was out of the picture, I'd vote for Joe Jorgensen. She was cool. But I don't wish him to fail either. Because if he fails, we're fucked.
We fail.
Yeah, we fail. You know. Although I hate to admit it, but he's the new commander-in-chief, and it's just like, I just hope he doesn't trample over my rights to bear arms, and he doesn't try to strip me of my guns. Because I'm a law-abiding citizen, bro. And I don't want to be called a criminal for something that I never did wrong.
Right.
Just for owning some shit I fucking legally purchased.
Yeah, that would be too revisionist. Like, if you did what you did when it was legal.
Yeah.
And then flip the page, and now something becomes illegal, you shouldn't be seen as, that's revisionist.
Yeah.
You look back at it and be like, okay, well, based on today's views, we're looking at these things in the past.
Yeah, it's just like, I'd be like, fuck you.
That's stupid.
I honestly would not give up my guns. I wouldn't. If I had to fucking go hide them in TJ, I'll go hide them in TJ.
Fuck it.
Because it's like, dude, I don't think the government has the right to take away my shit. If I've gotten all my stuff legally, and I've been abiding by the law all these years. I've never been in trouble. I've been in trouble when I was a kid, but it wasn't serious. But other than that, as an adult, I've never been in trouble. Never gone to jail. Like, I think I've only gotten a couple tickets for tinted windows, which were fixed tickets. That was it. Other than that, dude, I've never been in trouble. And I want to keep it that way. Why? Because I enjoy exercising my Second Amendment right.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give that up for anything. And so it's like, fuck that, dude. That's like, I hope, you know, all goes good for Joe Biden. Although, like I said before, I don't dig the motherfucker. You know? I still don't want him to fail, because as you said, if he fails, we fail, bro. And we're going to be fucked. I just hope he just doesn't do some drastic shit that affects us negatively.
Yeah.
I hope. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I hope, now that it's looking official, I hope he proves all the naysayers wrong.
Yeah.
I was kind of a naysayer.
Yeah.
So
I was too. And I still am. You know? But it's like, who knows, dude? Who knows what he's going to do? Because you already saw, you know, that video that came out a couple months ago where this was basically like, yelled at those, whoever he was talking to. There were some black folks that he was talking to.
I don't know if it was the Black Caucus, the Democratic.
And he basically yelled at him saying that he wasn't going to step on the Constitution.
Yeah.
So now everybody was like, what?
Yeah, I saw that ABL video.
And I was like, now you look like a fucking idiot, don't you? So who knows? Who knows? He said he's not going to step over the Constitution, but already trying to incite a gun laws, that's what already makes you worry, like, oh, fuck, you son of a bitch. That's what I'm saying, like, I still encourage you, bro, get yourself a gun, Jay, before it's fucking too late. If you have to go halfies, bro, go halfies. I'll start a GoFundMe. Hey, we're going to start a GoFundMe and get this full gun. I'll start a GoFundMe and get yourself a gun, because I want you to defend yourself and have the means of protection.
No. I got it. I'm going to give me a really cool 1911.
Oh.
Yeah.
A 9mm or a 45?
Caliber don't really matter to me.
You gotta get a 45.
Why?
I don't know.
Just stronger, right?
I mean, people say it. Me personally, it's because that's the 1911 I got. I got a 45 and I fucking love it. I'm in love with it. That's like the favorite gun I have out of all my guns.
Bro, has there ever been a war where like a certain fucking nation promised another nation reinforcements and never came
showed
through?
up?
Because that would be him.
Yeah.
That would be him.
He knew those.
Dude.
Like we're going like, hey, we're about to start war with these fools, right? You're still with us, right?
No. The war started. We're fucking fucked.
No, but we made plans to start the war already. Hey, we're going to war with these fools.
You're
soon.
an ally, right?
Yeah. I'm an ally, dude. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, dude. Fucking got you for anything.
I already got my men trained and ready to go. All right. Well, shit's gonna hit the fan pretty soon. They're almost invading. Don't trip, I got you, man. You can count on me. All right, cool.
You got count. I'm in, my man.
Fucking a week later, bombs start flying. You're like, I need help. I need reinforcements. You hear total radio silence. Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah, bro. I only said that because I didn't think we're actually gonna go to war, but now that we are, I'm not that interested.
Nah, fuck, that's not what he said.
Aside from that, I mean,
what's your thought on incels?
speaking of that guy, it's tough. I mean, I didn't really know about incels till you showed me about them. You know? They're basically angry virgins.
Yeah. Doesn't that suck?
It does. It does. It really does suck. And it's like, dude, I've seen dudes that are incels that actually aren't bad looking.
They just have a shitty perspective.
They have a shitty perspective on life. Where it's like, fuck. Where I look at them and I'm like, dude, you haven't gotten laid? My fat ass has gotten laid. You're telling me you haven't gotten laid? You're fucking better looking than me. It amazes me.
Yeah, some of them are like studs in disguise.
Yeah, dude. A lot of them are.
I know a couple of former incels that turned their life around, and now they're like fucking champs, winning at life. Honestly.
Really?
I know a couple.
Dude, because it's like, it's sad, bro, how some of them even started forums, dude.
Yeah, they start forums.
Or it's chat hating and women hating, talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah, women bashing and shit like that.
And it's like, part of me looks at it, and it's like, at the same time, these dudes are only mad at the women that are ignoring them. And it's like, the way I see it, I feel like some of them bring it upon themselves. In the sense that, why is it that you just don't date a girl that might be in your league, you know? Because they'll be like, oh no, that girl's too ugly. Honestly, bro, I find all women beautiful.
Well, no, not all for me, but keep going.
Like me, I got no, I'm not picky whatsoever, in the slightest, you know?
Yeah.
Call it as like not having self-respect, but I'm not picky whatsoever. And it's like, if some of those would be like that, I'm not saying, I don't expect all incels to do that shit, but if some would have that mentality where it's just like, dude, sometimes you could have a way better relationship with a woman that's a 5 than with a woman that's a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
You know? Because let's say you do get that girl, let's say you do get that 10, and she could be the biggest, most stuck-up bitch ever that you just can't fucking stand, or none of your friends could stand. I'd rather take the 5 that is still attractive and I could have fun with, and I could have her around my friends or my family, bro, and we could still have a great time. I'd rather have that any day.
Yeah. I think if you're an incel, man, you need to I think honestly incels are just socially
Awkward. That too.
and you can work on that.
But question, sorry to interrupt you. Question. Do you think a big part of incels is due to bullying?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's a lot of it is just like those dudes are quirky. Oftentimes quirky.
But you don't think maybe I'm not saying it's definitive, but it's a question. Like, you don't think there's a possibility that the vast majority of those that are incels that are quirky and basically dorks have stayed that way because, you know, chads or whatever have bullied them or put them down?
I don't think it was outward, like from out bullying towards them. I think it was a lot of like inner like I don't want to say inner hatred, but like just inner doubts.
Yeah, self-loathing.
Self-loathing. That's what it. Yeah, self-loathing, where they're just like, fuck her.
Why is she dating him?
And what you gotta look at that, if you even somewhat classify yourself or look at yourself as an incel or unattractive or whatever, is odds are that dude is striving towards something.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of dudes that got their shit together, that's a game changer. Even having some ambition. Like, you should, dude, girls are attracted to guys that want to take over the world.
Not just that, they're attracted to confident men.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I'm a 10 physically.
Not physically.
But I see myself as a 10. You know? In reality, I'm probably not a 10. But I think I'm a 10. And I think because of that, I've been able to get lucky with women. Because they see it. They don't see me as, oh, hey. Like, I've never been, like, one thing I fucking hate about some dudes is those jackasses that do this. Oh, would you date me? Or do you think I'm ugly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah, that's not strength.
That's not strength, bro. Like, oh, you probably don't want to talk to me because you think I'm ugly. And the girl goes, oh, no, I don't think you're ugly, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's weak as shit, bro.
They're fishing.
I think that's weak, bro. If you do that, if any of you motherfuckers do that shit, y'all some straight weirdos.
But even I think that's not good advice because you can't just say, "Oh, be confident." You can't just be confident.
No, that's something you gotta work on.
Yeah,
you're not just born like, dude. I wasn't confident, and something I had to work on.
Yeah,
I wasn't born with this shit.
You become confident at things that you work on and get better at.
Yeah, I agree.
And so my advice to like anybody that's like thinks of themselves as a piece of shit. Something that helped me, I wasn't an incel.
No, you weren't.
But I've like.
You had not a phase of social awkwardness.
Not a phase, but I did have some kind of quirkiness to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't huge.
Yeah.
It wasn't huge. But it was mostly, I feel like your quirkiness was mostly because, your stature. You weren't this handsome devil you are now. Before you were different. You were much shorter. You were much shorter than you are now. And your build was completely different. So I'm pretty sure that's what played a big part to how you were before. But even then, you didn't lack confidence. I feel like with you, it was like you just overthought a lot of things.
I overthought a lot of things, and I didn't give a fuck. And not the good kind of.
Not the good, no.
Not the good kind of. I don't give a fuck. The bad kind of. I don't give a fuck. The guy that I wouldn't comb my hair. Yeah. I would go months without getting a haircut and not see anything wrong with that. I would like when a teenager's growing up, like his facial hair, it can get like a little awkward little stash.
Yeah.
I would just let it be. So I was the bad kind of. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Not I got myself together and I don't care what you think. It was the more of, I don't care enough to tie my shoes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just basically, I wasn't presentable at all.
No, yeah.
Over time, I became more presentable. And I was like, oh my god, duh.
What the fuck was I doing?
Like, this should make sense. Like, girls like guys that they can look up to.
Yeah.
They don't like
feel
guys.
protected with.
They don't like guys that they feel they look down on.
Yeah, no one does.
They resent that.
And if they do end up in a relationship like that, it doesn't last long.
They feel stuck.
Because
I like this guy, I love this guy even, but I resent
the fact that he's a raging pussy.
Yeah, and that he
has a bigger vagina than me,
and that he most likely will never want to do better.
I hate the fact that he has a bigger strap on than me in his fucking glove compartment. It's just
that too. Yeah.
Nobody wants that, dude.
Nobody
wants a fucking bitch ass dude.
Yeah. So, if you were talking to an incel, if I was talking to an incel, I would just tell him like, dude, develop some aspirations. I've met people that literally tell me, dude, I have no interest. I don't have hobbies. There's nothing I love. And inwardly, I'm like, man, that's sad. But outwardly, I just tell them, look for something.
Yeah, dude.
Look for something you want to fix in the world.
Dude, I didn't have. See, but I don't even call it a hobby. But my pastime was, fucking kicking with the homies and getting high. I saw it as a pastime. I didn't see it as a hobby, but I saw it as a pastime. Where it's like, hey, what would you like to do for fun? I like going out with the homies. Obviously, I wouldn't elaborate and be like, oh, I like just going to the homies' fucking rundown shack with 8 motherfuckers getting high in there. I would just be like, oh, I go out with the homies. So they would be under the impression of, oh my god, you probably go out with your friends to clubs or whatever. When in reality, no, I only went a couple blocks down and just kicked in a crack shed. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But I won't elaborate, But it's something you work on, dude. It's something you have to work on. Like me, you know me. I hate being around people. I don't like groups. I don't like big groups. Not that I feel claustrophobic in any sense. I just fucking hate people. But I know how to act in a group, right?
Yeah.
Like I could have a conversation with people. When I'm around people, I'm not like, talk to me.
Right.
No, I can talk to you. I'll talk with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be rude. I'll have the conversation with you. Cool. Am I enjoying it? Probably not. But I'll flatter you. Why not? And I feel like that's how I was able to work on myself, where it's just like I just forced myself in those situations I didn't want to be in. Or even now, I still don't want to be in those situations, but I still put myself out there because it's like, what the fuck? What's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just have a bad conversation with somebody. All right, fuck it. This conversation was whack. On to the next dude or woman.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say. It's just like one thing And I feel like also some incels out there expect a relationship to fall on their lap.
Yeah, dude, you guys want a girl to just, a fine ass girl to just come,
sit on your lap and fucking stroke your dick,
grab your hands, and put them on her breasts and just suck you off.
It's not a porno.
Yeah, like
it's
pornos are fantasy. Pornos
yeah,
are fantasy.
dude, and that's another thing. I think incels are super into fucking porn, huh? They're probably porn addicts.
They're probably porn addicts.
Yeah. Stop fucking watching so much porn. There's nothing wrong with watching porn.
But too much is definitely...
Too much is definitely fucking bad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, let's say you finally go try to, have sex with somebody. You finally made it. Your dumbass is going to go ahead and think, hey, well, all I got to do, bro, is choke the shit out of her, spit down her mouth, and put my dick in her. She's going to love it. But then, little do you know, nah, bro. That porn shit is fake as shit.
Right.
Like, nobody does that shit. Like, maybe there's people out there that probably do, but
they do.
The vast majority of people don't. Like, they're not into that, especially on the first time you're going to fuck.
Right.
You first got to get to know each other's bodies or whatever, then experiment.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's another thing that's probably fucking up.
If you're an incel, the most Chad thing you can do is want to fix, or no, not fix, but want to help other incels out of their hole. Yeah. So if you're an incel and you fucking resent Chads, don't resent Chads.
Not at all.
Try to dig
Learn
yourself,
from them.
Yeah, dig yourself out of your hole and try to help other guys that identify as incels.
Yeah,
dude,
you
hating girls.
Dude, you could learn from them in many ways.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people look, when they see Chads, they see the typical movie Chad. When that's not even the case.
And some of those guys are losers too.
They're
really good looking, but girls use those guys for just dick. Because they're not fun.
No.
Sometimes, and that's a curse. I don't want to say no names, but I know a couple like what I would consider Chads, where I'm like, dude, you're like fucking like a 10 guy version, a 9-piece guy version, but you're not fun to talk to.
No.
Because I think your whole life you've been coddled because you're really like a good looking person.
Yeah, and then when it comes to actually having some type of conversation or interaction with you, it's boring.
Yeah, you don't do good socially.
Yeah, and nobody can talk to you because depending on your looks for so much.
You just feel like you can just stare into the open window and people just...
You think we're going to have fun just looking at you staring at the window?
Yeah.
No, motherfucker.
We're like, yes, you're chiseled, you're really good looking, but I just asked you a question.
Yeah, and I don't really care about it.
Right. So...
Yeah, and I think we might be talking about the same person too.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's fucking stupid.
Even Chads, at some point, there's a saying, but you gotta bring the goods.
Yeah, you do.
The goods is like fun social interaction. You gotta be, if you talk, you kind of have to be fun to listen.
And we don't expect you guys to be fucking like someone super talkative or super funny. It's as long as you could bring up a conversation. Not even bring it up. Carry a conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Carry it. Like, we don't expect people like to be the life of the parties, because sometimes you're just not the life of the party. But as long as you can actually have a conversation going, bro, where it could even be about the stupidest shit, it's cool. It's fun to talk to you. It's fun to kick it with you. Why? Because I'm not gonna be bored just doing this.
Yeah. Also, dear. We should eventually start hashtagging this thing like Dear Incels.
Dear hashtag Incel.
Dear Incel Buddies. Something that where if someone identifies as Incel, they don't take it as, oh, these guys are just looking down on me.
We'll call them buddies. We'll call them buddies.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do.
Okay. So whenever we're talking about Incel, we're going to refer to them as buddies.
Hashtag Dear Incel Buddies.
Dear buddies.
Dear Incel Buddies. Because they have to know.
Okay, fuck it. So we'll call you guys buddies. We won't call you guys Incels anymore.
Yeah. Something that I used to hear a lot when I was a teenager that I hope you guys fucking outgrow is, it's kind of actually something you just finished saying. The whole, I hate people, I hate hanging around people. If that's how you really feel, alright. But I feel like sometimes people say that just to fit in with the crowd of the people that also hate people. Yeah. Like the whole, I just want to live in the woods people, those fucking assholes.
I would actually love to.
Yeah, dude, where's a supermarket in the woods?
I mean, you fucking fend for yourself, obviously. Go look for your own food, hunt, and whatnot. I wouldn't want to do that one of these days.
Or you're gonna get ice cream.
I'm not trying to get ice cream.
Or you're gonna get hot Cheetos.
I'm not trying to get hot Cheetos. I'm trying to get like although yeah, dig, I get it because I'm a fat fuck, but I don't even eat ice cream like that, dude. I don't. My bigger thing is like chips and shit like that.
Or you're gonna get a fucking Monster, bro.
I don't fucking know. I'm not dependent on Monster either.
There should be vending machines in the woods.
Yeah, but I don't even depend on Monster either.
But I just mean, don't be the, oh, I found my niche. It's to be antisocial. So
No, not at all.
Like, aspire to be social.
Yeah, because even me, dude, the way, but me, I don't even fit in a particular group. Because I don't kick it with people that have the same values or the same thoughts as me. You know that too.
Yeah.
I don't think I've kicked it with anybody that has the same view as me. Except for Butters' dumbass. But even then, I don't even think he falls in the same category as me. Because he's sometimes a jackass.
Yeah.
Love the guy, but he's sometimes a jackass. Yeah. And it's like, that's what's where like, I don't really think I fit that. Because I don't look for people that, oh, you hate people too, let's kick it. Nah, I'd rather stay away from those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because they're making me feel weird.
I say that personally because I like 9gag.
Uh-huh.
I love that social site or whatever. I love 9gag, the 9gag community. Shout out the 9gag community. But it's very popular because a lot of them consider themselves losers. But they're funny, man.
Dude,
that's the funniest.
The vast majority of losers are fucking hilarious.
They're fucking funny, man.
Because they've had a lot of time in their hands to come up with shit.
People on 9gag, honestly, you guys are so cool. You guys all see yourselves as losers.
But you're not?
You kind of are.
Oh, shit.
You kind of are, but don't, like, hate yourself for it.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are funny. You guys make me laugh. Sometimes I fall asleep with 9gag on my phone. Yeah, that's like the last thing I fucking be on my phone. They're so cool. I don't know. It's just how I wind down or whatever. I love reading comment sections on all social media. I can read comment sections.
I know, you got me into that.
Yeah, because that's really people, like, it's kind of like being at the market square and you hear people talking shit to each other or whatever.
Yeah, say some dumb
like,
shit.
this is my opinion. Oh, I disagree because of this reason. Oh, did you forget
Well,
about
fuck
this?
you!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I learn things, I'm like, wow. Or I write things down, like, wow, that guy said something interesting, or that's bullshit, I know it's bullshit. Whatever, you know? But 9gag
Trash ass motherfucker.
is full of, like, losers, but cool people.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So, incels, try to do better, fucking basically, try to be like Chads, but one step at a time. All that depressed shit, fuck that, it's not good for you, don't
drop it, leave it alone already.
Drop it, yeah, don't overthink it. You know?
The way I see it, bro, it's one step at a time. And another thing, you gotta keep up with the times. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there who are buddies think that they're gonna be meeting women in the streets or meeting women in a supermarket that they're gonna potentially see when it's not like that anymore. Dude, nowadays dating has evolved to the point where, dude, they're just an app away to meet somebody you could kick it with.
Yeah.
And it's like, before it was kind of weird seeing that shit, but now it's common. It's a common thing to meet somebody and start a relationship with them or even hook up with them online.
Yeah.
I know I met my girl on online. Shout out to POF, by the way. That's where I met her.
Shout out to POF.
That's where I met my girl. And it's like so many people out there I've met online.
Yeah.
And I know I've met other girls before my girl on POF or other online dating websites that, you know, I was cool, that I had, you know, cool times with.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like they should also think about that too, where it's just like the dating scene now versus then is completely different. I feel like because aside from the excessive porn they're watching and maybe other outside influences, they're not seeing that thing where online dating is an option, you know? Because of that, they expect their girl's gonna fall on their laps or knock on their door and just get on her knees and blow them. When it's like, I feel like online dating is like a miracle that happened for the buddies. Because it's that much easier to talk to the woman. Why? Because you don't have to worry about Chad standing next to you just waiting for you to fuck up so he could just swoop in and be like, hey bro, you fucked up.
Well, to be fair, since you brought up online dating, a big percentage of women on dating sites only go for the quote-unquote Chads. So I would even tell incels, dude, the fundamentals. Work out. Go out with your buddies, even if
that was a long pause. Were you trying to tell me to work out, dick?
No. I'm just drunk.
No, that was a long pause.
No,
you stared at me for a long fucking time.
I'm just feeling this shit.
No, fuck you.
I'm just feeling the fucking...
Hey, man, if you want to say it, just say it.
I'm just feeling the fucking amazing effects of Screwball Whiskey. This episode is brought to us by Screwball Whiskey.
Unofficially.
They don't sponsor us for real.
We hope they do, though.
We hope they do. We hope to get a fucking crate in here. A pallet, bro.
Just have it under the fucking table and just pull it out as soon as the other one empties out.
But, no, that long pause was just because I was like,
well, fuck you, whatever. Just fucking say it already. You think I'm fat?
I know you're fat. I don't think you're fat.
What fucking ever.
But yeah, on online dating, it's not the best news for incels.
I'm not saying they should depend on it, but I'm saying that could be an option. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, hey, online dating now is something that's very popular.
Yeah, go for it, but don't take it serious.
No, not at all.
Odds
but
are...
think about it. I think that way is a much easier way to communicate with women than having to see them actually face-to-face physically. Don't you think?
Yeah, and during these fucking weird-ass times, I guess it depends on the state. Because, you know, we look at Cali. Some girls in California, might not want to meet in person. Depends. You might knock her socks off and she'll be down. But whatever. Some girls might be like, oh, I don't know, COVID. But I guess states like Miami, she'll be like, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
I'm actually around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, or Texas or whatever. But point being, yeah, that's something I know about social media, dating sites. Like, they say that supposedly like 80% of the women go for 20% of the top men.
I could see that.
Of the chads or whatever.
Wait, so does that mean I was a Chad?
In your girl's eyes, you were a Chad.
Dick?
What other girls?
I'm not gonna fucking name drop.
So all the girls you're not about to name drop, you were a Chad in their eyes.
You're a fucking douchebag.
Or a Brad. You were a Brad.
A Brad? What the fuck's a Brad?
You probably were the second fiddle. They had their main Chad, and you were probably the Brad.
Fuck you for even saying that.
Or the dad.
The dad?
Third choice.
Fuck you for even saying that. I was the Chad motherfucker, so fuck you.
Chad, Brad.
See, I'm telling you, you're a fucking asshole.
Dad, or you were just a lad.
No, I don't think I was a lad.
Just basically just a friend.
No, I was never a friend. I don't think I was, at least. Yeah, I don't think I was. But who knows, maybe. But fuck, dude, thank you, man, for ruining it for me. Now I'm overthinking this shit.
All that should matter to you is that your girl saw you as a Chad.
Yes, but that wasn't the question, douchebag.
You asked me if you were a Chad.
That was it. I didn't say, was I a Chad in my girl's eyes? That's all. I didn't say that. I said, was I a Chad then? You go over here and fucking basically...
Yes.
Clipped my wings for like Icarus when I just fucking fell.
Yes, you were a Chad technically.
Nah, pussy, you fucked up. Nice save,
Had
Dick.
to add the technically.
Nah, see, nice save, Dick. You're a fucking piece of shit. But anyways, aside from that, it's a trip though, dude, how fucking relationships changed. Like, I remember in high school, dude, it was, you know, you wanted to date somebody, you had to go talk to her at the lunchroom or whatever. Or go meet up with her at lunch. Or pass notes like, hey, dude, to that chick I like her or whatever. Oh, I'm going to talk to this chick. You know, it was different. You know it was different back then. Well, aside from the fact that we didn't have fucking cell phones either, so.
It was different, but I'm kind of cool with things are.
No, I agree. I agree with it.
Makes things more efficient. We can weed out the ones that are not worth the time.
No, yeah, because there are women and guys out there that fucking suck.
So
it's like I'm telling you, there's some dudes out there that don't know how to fucking talk online either. Where it's like, I remember I was talking to some chick, dude, years ago. Real cool chick. She didn't live around here. She probably lived maybe like about an hour away. Super cool. She was older than me too, so I was super excited about that. We're talking or whatever, and coolest conversation we would have, but then we both saw that it wasn't going to be something serious between us, you know, because I wasn't looking for a relationship at the time. I still wanted, you know, go be a horn dog or whatever, and it, like, obviously her being older, like, she wanted something serious. So she told me, hey, you know what, hook me with your homeboys. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, alright, cool. I had somebody in mind, but one of the homies as I was bringing up the conversation, goes, "Oh, let me get her number. I'll talk to her." And I was like, "Sure? Yeah, I'll talk to her." So I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." Obviously, it sounds like I fucking went off the rails, but this is where I'm going to. A lot of motherfuckers do this shit still. So 5 minutes go by, and she hits me up, and she goes, "Hey, you know what? Make sure you erase my number because I'm gonna block you." What the fuck? I was like, "Why? What'd I do?" And she's like, "That homie of yours, you know, and he's just playing games. He's acting stupid and childish." I was like, "What the fuck? What'd he do?" Mind you, that homie's older than me too. And I'm like, "What the fuck did he do?" So I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he goes, "Oh, nah, she was acting stupid." And I was like, "Acting stupid how? What'd she say?" "Oh, you know, I just asked her for a simple thing, so she was acting stupid about it." "What'd you ask her, bro?" He's like, "I asked her for a fan sign."
A fan sign? What's that?
I don't know if you remember back then, like in probably MySpace or early Facebook days, where if you got enough likes on a post, somebody would take a picture with a piece of paper and your name on it. You remember that back then?
No.
Where people would take pictures of them holding a piece of paper and it'll have a name with nicely decorated shit, like a fucking sign. You remember that shit?
No.
Okay, well, he wanted that. He wanted basically a picture of her, a selfie of her, holding a piece of paper
That
said his name on it. And I was like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" And he's like, "Oh, cause I wanted to see if she was real." Douchebag, I told you I've met her before. Why the fuck do you need to further confirm this shit, bro? And especially, you asked her through a fan sign, you son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you stupid motherfucker. And motherfuckers used to do that shit, bro. I hate it when fools did that shit.
After this is done, I want to hear, after we turn this off, I want to hear who the fuck did that.
Oh, you'll be surprised. And you'll be like, really? So basically, he fucked it up for himself, and then he fucked it up for me.
Yeah, I could think of a couple of people we both know that it could be.
Because I could have still kept on going and still kept fucking with her, and then this would just basically ruin it for me. And I was like, "You son of a bitch." And that's one thing I hate, motherfuckers doing that shit too. And that's how I say, like, dude, has your trust in women completely vanished that you really have to ask a woman for a selfie with your name on it to make sure it's her? Really? Even if you're getting catfish, bro. I'm pretty sure you'd be able to know when you're getting catfished, right?
Yeah.
Because there's times where now you could be like, "Hey, let's video chat." "Oh no, I look ugly." Bitch, we've been talking for over 2 months and we still haven't video chatted? Oh no. Late. Throw it out. Right? And I'm like, what a fucking douchebag, dude. And that's what I'm saying, like, it's different now. The dating game is different.
It's different, but I honestly think that guys, girls just gotta do what they say what they intend to do. I think it's perfectly fine for a guy to just say, "Look, I just want to fuck all these bomb ass girls."
Dude, I did it.
But say that.
I did it. I would be straight up, like, when I would fucking tell him, like, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm looking to have fun and see where this goes."
Yeah.
Dude, like, I would say at least 7 times out of 10, they'll be like, "Cool, I'm down for that." Or they'll be like, "I appreciate your honesty. I'm not down with that." Or they'll be like, "I'm not looking for that, but because you were honest, I'm down." I'll be like, yeah.
And I think girls also, like, girls that want long-term things, they obviously want to be respected by the guy, and they'll say that. Most guys are horn dogs, they're going to want to fuck, but, you know, somewhere in there you might meet the guy that's like, "You know what, I had the same state of mind. I also want something long-term."
Yeah.
So long as people try their best to be honest, which is not that easy, but it's doable.
It is. It definitely is.
So yeah, incels. Be honest.
Buddies.
Incel buddies.
Buddy, just build buddy. Now I'm calling them buddies.
No, hashtag incel buddies. Try your best.
You guys got this. We believe in you.
You guys are doing something right.
Not all the way right, but they're doing something.
They're doing something right. Model your the things you're gonna change after what the Chads are doing right.
Yeah.
And work on your social skills. They're called social skills for a reason.
Yeah.
When you stop doing them,
it'll get you a long fucking way trying to be or practicing being social. It'll get you so fucking far. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Because even then, bro, socially affects even jobs, bro. If you're able to be socialful, people see that and they're like, hey, this one knows how to talk to people. He'll be a good addition to my crew. I want this guy on my team. As opposed to, you know, you get the guy that's always in the closet here, just like, hey, can I get a peep out of you? Oh, yeah, dude. You're like, I don't want this guy working for me. Get him out. Send him back to Chuck E. Cheese. Send him back to Food for Less. Fuck it. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But it's something you guys gotta work on. And you guys got this. Don't have a little bit more confidence in yourselves. You guys got this.
And so, buddies, we believe in you. I believe in you.
Hey, if you guys have any questions, hit us up. Hit us in the comments or on fucking Facebook or Instagram or Snap. Fuck it, hit us up.
Thought Experiment Podcast.
Yeah. Hit us up. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to answer some of your questions.
Or read some of your comments.
And probably make fun of it or something. Or, you know, who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Or get shitted on by them.
Or get shit. You'll probably get shit on. Who knows?
That's welcome too, guys. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. Well, other than that, I think that's a wrap, right?
I think that sounds like a fucking wrap. Unless you can think of something better to close it off with. 3,
Nah, I think
2,
fucking
1.
giving them this shit is perfect advice.
That's it.
I think we ended it beautifully to be able to end it this way. And just stay tuned, people, for next week. Hopefully you like it. If you do like it or fucking hate it, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the fucking notification bell. Just do all that good shit. Like we said, we welcome everyone and anyone. Even if you want to talk some shit and hate this bitch, I encourage you to do so. We'll still love it too.
Yeah.
We'll love it more than anything.
With that being said, see you guys next week. This was a thought experiment.
And we out.
We out.